What traits do the best UK estate agency bosses have, Rob Brady? Talk to me.
So they have to have an open mind, proper open mind. Okay. Not we're open-minded, but actually when change comes, we're going to be closed. So I find a lot of clients I work with actually are into a lot of outside. They have to have personal growth within themselves. So a lot of them do fitness, running. That's quite an interesting topic that I've started to really look into. So they have to have a mindset to lean into stressful situations and changes in an enjoyable way. That it's like, we're going to go now into a growth mode. It's a fundamental part to it.
Is that it? Instead of saying I'm going to growth, I'm going to go for stress or challenge?
Challenges, yeah. Because like you can't grow without change, and change naturally for the brain is not a nice thing to happen. The brain doesn't like it.
No, it doesn't.
So like it will always cause you some form of uncomfortableness, stress environments. So you have to understand what is good stress and bad stress. So if you're a leader and you're running, you're doing stuff that puts you into acute stress situations, you're more acceptable to going through these processes.
Can that be both physical stress and can it also be mental stress?
It can be mental stress to some capacity without it turning into chronic stress. But that comes into a different thing, which is environments within your business. So like the second part I would say is, first bit is you have to enjoy getting into situations where you're in uncomfortable situations, but you recognise and you want to be in there because you know that that's like, I'm at the next level of either learning something new and I'm going to be growing from it and I'm going to be developing something completely new skill. Second part is you need to actually have a proper culture within your business, a proper environment to go with those movements of change within your teams.
What do you mean? What does that actually look like? Is that posters up on the wall saying? No. It's not that?
No. And if you've been to any conference or any £3,000 webinar seminar thing over a weekend and they talk to you about culture and you've got it on a piece of wall and that's all you've done with it, like that, you could have just saved you a load of money and just bought one of those off-the-shelf ones where it just says, I don't know, leaders eat last or some bullshit on there, and that would have been the same. Culture, working in an organisation who I work for now and what I'm learning to do as well, culture is a massive part of your environment, but you have to actually breathe in it, sleep it and eat it and just actually be a part of it. So that comes into like, your monthly meetings, your staff you recruit, just different factors. You have to have it at the heart and beat of your business.
Okay, let's say there's an estate agency boss watching this. How do they actually start to quantify and qualify this? How do they actually start getting things down on paper? What advice would you give? I mean,
don't go down the route of going, one, don't copy others. Don't go, they've got a couple of core values and bits and pieces. So first you need to do is establish what your core values are, what your mission is. And even if you're in a 3 or 4 person estate agency, you still need to have some mission, purpose, and what.
So it's a piece of paper that writes down what your values are.
Yeah.
And another piece of paper to say what your mission is.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the two?
Core values are between 3 to 5 things that you are the essence of, like the values within your business. So like, be an expert, be connected, be committed is an iceberg. And we bring those into all of our one-to-ones. Mark and Haley does, like how you've been connected, how you've been committed, how you've been an expert. So that leads to ultimately what your purpose and your mission is. Because you can't go, we're going to be the best estate agent in the area. Like, it's not in a mission on that part to it. And if you haven't got any core values, then people are going to be at loss, and you could just recruit anyone.
So it starts with the values, which creates a mission, which then drives the culture. Yeah. Is that the way it works?
Yeah. But the core values have to be embedded within the culture. So you don't just put them up on a wall and go, oh, we've done that.
Right, so it's not a linear thing, it's a circular thing.
Yeah.
That takes a big mindset shift, doesn't it?
100%.
I bet most people find that quite difficult, don't they?
Yeah, and you're going to go through, like, I'd say if you're going to do it, I did this for a period of time. For a year, you're going to be in the middle of it, and you're going to be like, half the team have gone. You're thinking, what is this? But that's actually a good thing, because that's where you start to get rid of the people who you get stressed with, you get annoyed with. They're the ones that you think, oh, why are they working here? Just go. It's very hard to conflict with someone over, they could be, you know, not right core value wise to the business, but still hitting their numbers. But deep down, they're not the right person if you want to grow into a new level.
Can people do this by themselves, or is it better if they get help and guidance from, say, a coach?
I'd say from a coach, yeah. I think my concept has always been, even from the counselling side to it, is that every counsellor needs a counsellor. They need to deload within their environments, and every person does need a coach. And you can have multiple coaches as well, depending on what they offer. But
I mean,
they're there to untap and question
I mean,
your biases.
I'm a founder of Agents Together, which offers mentoring and coaching, not training, but mentoring to people in the estate agency industry. And still, I find it fascinating that the Brits don't adopt or adapt or embrace coaching like other countries.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think it's the hereditary line that we've been brought up with, that step up a lift and don't. And I think that's what we're going through, a transition of change. I think people feel like they need to deal with their own problems in their own private ways, and it's a sign of weakness to not ask for help or support. But a qualified coach will ask the questions that will make you think, and go away and think and challenge you on that. And that's usually in the subconscious, the unbiased part they're trying to tap into to bring it through. You start to consciously think about things in a different way.
Thank you for your insight today, Rob. That's been fascinating.